Hello Year 2, welcome to Wednesday's maths video. So we are going to be carrying on with divisions. Let's warm our maths brains up by counting in twos. I've got my little highlighter ready. Let's go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80, 82, 84, 86, 88, 90. 92, 94, 96, 98, 100. Really well done, Year 2. Right, let's move on to the next part. So we've got a quick fire. I'm going to say, what is half of a certain number? And I'd like you to call it out to the screen. So, what is half of 4? Call it out to the screen. That's right, it's 2. And what is half of 10? Call it out to the screen. Yes, it is 5. And what is half of 8? Call it out. Absolutely, it is 4. What is half of 16? Call it out to the screen. Yes, it is 8. And finally, what is half of 20? Call it out to the screen. Fantastic, it is 10. Really well done. So today, our learning intention, I can divide by 2. So this is your anchor task. Excuse me. 2 emperor penguins need to keep 12 eggs warm before they hatch. They share the eggs equally. Remember that word, equally. How many eggs will each emperor penguin have? Complete the bar model and write a calculation, so the number sentence, to match. Okay, so 2 emperor penguins need to keep 12 eggs warm. 12 eggs are shared between 2 emperor penguins equally. See if you can complete this bar model and write the number sentence as well. Pop me on pause whilst you're doing this. Right, really well done for doing that. So let's have a look at how we could do that. So we've got our question over here. 12 eggs to be kept warm by 2 emperor penguins. So first of all, let's start off with the calculation. Who thinks they know what the number sentence, the calculation might be? Call it out to the screen if you think you do. That's right, so it's going to be 12, because remember 12 is our bigger number. 12 is being shared, divided between 2 penguins. 12 eggs shared between 2 penguins. I'm going to put the equal sign here, but I'm not going to fill it in yet because we don't know the answer. So let's see. Here I have got my 12 eggs. Now I don't have any eggs, so I'm just going to use some green cubes and we can pretend that those are eggs. They can represent our eggs. We are going to share them between the 2 groups, one group here and one group here. So off we go. Right, so I've shared my 12 eggs between my 2 penguins. Let's count how many eggs each of the penguins will have. So we've got to look at each group. How many eggs are in each of the groups? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 6 eggs in this group and 6 eggs in this group. So that means I can write that answer to the sentence, the calculation. So 12 eggs divided by 2 penguins equals 6. So the penguins will have 6 eggs each. Fantastic work, everybody. Well done if you've completed that or given it a go. So another way you could have solved this is to use known number facts. For example, you might not realise, but finding half of a number is the same as dividing by 2. So you could have worked out that 12 divided by 2 is the same as finding half. So if you know that half of 12 is, call out to the screen, half of 12 is 6, you will realise that it must mean that 12 divided by 2 is 6, because dividing by 2 is the same as finding half. So you might use these known number facts of finding half when dividing by 2 for your next questions. Another way you could have solved this is by counting in twos or using knowledge of the 2 times tables. So we're going to find out how many lots of 2 are in 12. So I'm going to get my highlighter out. I'm going to be starting on 0 and counting in twos up to 12. We're going to do some nice jumps together. So, doing it with me, what's our first jump of 2 going to be from 0? You should all be calling this one out. 2. And counting on, so adding the next jump of 2. 4. 6. 8. 10. 12. Do I need to carry on? No, I don't. Well done. We're only counting how many lots of 2 are in 12. Well done, everyone. Right, let's count. How many jumps have we made? We've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've done 6 jumps of 2. So there are 6 lots of 2, 6 equal groups of 2 in 12. So that actually links to multiplication and repeated addition. So 2, add 2, add 2, add 2, add 2, add 2 equals 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lots of 2 equals 12. 6 times 2, 6 lots of 2 equals 12. So you might like to use counting in twos or using knowledge of the 2 times tables, bit of a tongue twister, to help you out with your next calculation. Okay, let's revisit some of this vocabulary. So we've got our division symbol, divide, divided by, divided into, share, which is the same as separate and split up, share equally, equal groups of, which is also the same as fair and the same as each other. And now we also understand that finding half of a number is the same as dividing by 2. So let's use this new knowledge to help us out with the next question. Let's use number facts. So let's figure out what is 16 divided by 2. And let's remember, finding half of a number is the same as divided by 2. So I'd like you to have a think about what is half of 16. Try not to use any items. Try and do this in your head. Don't use the bar model. Just think about in your head, what is half of 16? Off you go. I'm going to pause. Okay, call it out to the screen. Half of 16 is 8. Well done. So if you know that half of 16 is 8 and finding half of a number is the same as dividing by 2, this must mean that 16 divided by 2 equals, call it out to the screen, 8. Fantastic. Well done, everybody. So next up, let's try doing this. Let's try solving this question, but by using the knowledge of the 2 times tables or counting in twos. So I'm going to start on 0. I'm counting up to 16. I'm going to make jumps of 2. What colour shall I choose? I'm going to choose a nice green colour. So counting with me. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And I don't need to go any further because we're just counting up to 16. So now we need to count how many jumps of 2 have we made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 jumps of 2. Now that you know this, what do you think the multiplication number sentence might be? Tell someone at home and pop me on pause. Okay, well done if you gave that a try. So that means if there are 8 lots of 2 in 16, 8 times 2 equals 16. 8 lots of 2 and 16. Now that is our multiplication number sentence. And underneath we can see this as repeated addition. Remember, we went through this last week. So 2, add 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 2 equals 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lots of 2 equals 16. Okay. So well done for completing those tasks so far. Next, I am going to call out a number. I would like you to work out the answer in your head by using known number facts. So finding half, counting in twos, or using the 2 times tables to help you. So try to just use things, strategies in your head, or maybe using your fingers if you think that will help you. Okay, so I'm going to call out a number, see if you can work it out. What is half of 10? Off you go. Okay, call it out to the screen. Half of 10 is, absolutely, half of 10 is 5, which means that 10 divided by 2 is 5. Well done. What is 14 divided by 2? Off you go. Okay, call it out to the screen. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Absolutely. 14 divided by 2 equals 7, which means that half of 14 is 7 as well. What is half of 24, everybody? Half of 24. Have a think about this one. Okay, half of 24 is, call it out, everyone. Absolutely, half of 24 is 12, which means if you can find half of 24, that means you were able to divide 24 by 2, which equals 12. And finally, what is 18 divided by 2? 18 divided by 2, figure this one out. Okay, call it out to screen. 18 divided by 2 equals 9. Brilliant, which means if you can do 18 divided by 2, you know that half of 18 is 9. Well done. Over to you now. I'd like you to choose a chosen method to solve the following questions. Some of them are number sentences and some of them are worded. So they're worded problems. So I'd like you to think about if you'd like to use the bar model, or are you going to use known number facts such as finding half and divided by 2? Are you going to use the 2 times tables? Are you going to count in twos? Give these a try and pop me on pause whilst you do this. Wow, fantastic work, everybody. So let's look at the answers together. 6 fish are halved between 2 hungry penguins. How many fish will each penguin have to eat? Write the number sentence. So 6 divided by 2 equals 3. So we know, but this word halved, 6 divided by 2 equals 3. 22 divided, shared between 2 equals 11, because half of 22 is 11. 26 fish are divided equally between 2 hungry penguins. How many fish will each penguin have to eat? So 26 fish divided by 2, shared between 2 equals 13. Half of 26 is 13. 30 divided by 2 is 15. Half of 30 is 15. There are 36 fish. A penguin eats half of them. How many are left? So 36 fish divided by 2, because we're finding half, equals 18. And finally, 50 fish are shared equally between 2 penguins. How many fish will each penguin have to eat? So 50 fish, half of 50 is 25. 50 divided by 2 is 25. Really fantastic work, everyone. So if you'd like to challenge yourself even further, we've got another challenge available for you. So Miss Alexis and Mrs. Wallace have some books. Miss Alexis shares her books into 2 equal groups. She has 15 in each group. Mrs. Wallace groups her books in twos. She has 19 groups. Who has more books and by how many? How did you work it out? Really well done today, Year 2. We can't wait to see all of your learning as you send it in to the Year 2 email address. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.